My recommendation to everybody, whether you are man or woman, young or old, religious from birth or Baal Tshuva, newly religious or religious for a while, in a yeshiva, in a kollel, rabbi or student, Jew or Gentile, my recommendation to you is to share our videos with everyone that you know as often as you can. But not to the point of spam where, you're sharing 10 videos a day and they simply block you. Share with tact. Share like as if you are a Hashem's marketing company. You are Hashem's marketing company and you're sending the truth to these people on a regular basis. You're sending it once a day, 3 times a week, whatever you choose, but you're sending it often enough for them to get the content. And even if they don't watch it every time, it's the same thing that marketing companies think. When they put out a commercial, they know that not everybody that watches that commercial is going to buy the product. But they continue marketing that commercial because eventually, maybe that person will buy. Or maybe they'll mention it to somebody else that will buy. Same concept here. You have to become Hashem's marketing company. And I personally recommend, the way I have done Kiruv, before I ever got into it myself as far as being a speaker, I focused on two speakers. I didn't, a lot of people, they like to share like everything like a salad. Today it's Rabbi this one, and tomorrow it's Rabbi this one, that one, Rabbi this one, and before you know it, they share, 5, 10, 20 different rabbis with everybody. I think that's the wrong approach. I think that approach is actually, in my opinion, I think that approach is horrible. Why? Because if you finally got somebody out of all that sharing, not all of those teachers are people he connects to. Not all of those teachers are people he connects to. And really what you want is you want him to keep getting the message from the person he connected to. So if that happens to be me, you want him to constantly listen to me. If that happens to be somebody else, you want to listen to that somebody else. But you have to keep doing, you have to be a messenger for one place, maybe 2 at most. That's it. A lot of people like to share everything, and I know that people, they think that by sharing a lot, that means a lot. It doesn't. It does not have the same effect. You don't see Coca-Cola, Apple, and the rest of the branded companies pretty much selling everything under the sun. They have specific things, all having the same brand, and that's what they focus on. Same concept when it comes to Torah. You have to utilize the tools of the world to spread Torah. You see that this works, that's what you share. And also, don't share things you have not watched, you have not connected to. Share things that you know are real. Like many times people will share some rabbi because they saw somebody else share it. But how do you know he's telling the truth? A lot of times people will share things, and sometimes they'll even share it with me, and not realizing that this is one of the people that's on the list of heretics. And I asked them, why, is this a new lecture about their heresy? Why are you sending it to me? Oh no, I thought you'll find it interesting. I'll find this interesting? The guy is an apikosh. You can't count them in minyan. You want to share with me? What's wrong? But that's the thing. People just share. They share. And again, I think that the more thought you put into it, the easier it becomes. But sometimes people overdo it, where they put too much thought into it. Meaning, they have the speaker. Let's say, for argument's sake, let's say that speaker is me. But now, before they share, they think about, is he or she going to like this lecture? No, maybe it's too hard for them. Maybe it's too this for them. Don't do that calculation. Don't do that calculation. Why? Whatever we say is from the Torah, it's for everybody. It's for everybody. The punishments are for everybody. The reward is for everybody. The learning is for everybody. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu says in the Torah in Sefer Dvarim, Bepicha u'bilvavcha la'asoto. In your mouth, in your heart to do it. Meaning the Torah is something that is for everybody. The very same Torah that talks about Hashem destroying the world is for 5 and 6 year olds, and it's also for 50 and 60 year olds. The very same Torah that says that Hashem told us to leave Egypt is for the 5-year-olds and for the 50-year-olds. The very same Torah that says that Korach is in Gehenom till this day is for the 5-year-old and for the 60-year-old. Don't start choosing for people and saying he can handle it, he can't handle it. Once you found a truthful speaker, a source of truth, stop thinking. Just share. Just share. the thinking that I thought that I was referring to is thinking when you're, trying to pick the right speaker for everybody. That's not, you need prophecy for such a thing. Simply find a source of truth and let Hashem do the rest.